Welcome everybody to Tales from the Flipside, episode number 111. What do you know? 111. What's going on, guys? Bryan McClay here with the crew. Got a show tonight to hopefully take your mind off all the craziness. Boys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Deno, what up? That's all I got. Nothing crazy.
P-Dub's here. Definitely happy for the distraction tonight. It's been crazy up there, so appreciate anybody tuning in tonight. I know we're 9:30 p.m., but we're here for you, so that's all I got.
We're running a tad late, but it's okay. We were prepping quality for y'all.
We're sooner than most of the press conferences you've probably been watching.
Exactly. Jon Z here, just living the dream and looking to talk some distraction.
Yep. Hi, my name is Ben.
He occasionally writes an article some people read. And a lot of people bitch about.
If you guys aren't already subscribed, please go ahead
nice.
and hit that button and do us a favor and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers every day, so we're getting there, guys.
That graphics nice. Thanks. Did you put that together?
Yeah.
It's the first time I saw that. That's awesome.
Or did you just thieve it from somewhere?
I thieved it just like most people. So
What's up, guys in the chat?
Yo.
So we have something interesting in pickups today that we've kind of all been able to kind of test out, and I think Paul's going to kind of take this one away today. And
yeah, I have two.
We're living on the edge, letting Paul.
This wasn't my decision. I was simply appointed. Do you guys want me to show my my pre-pickups?
Yeah, let's get into pickups. We'll hopefully have a guest joining us here in a little bit, and if that guest shows up, we'll let him do some pickups too. So we'll do it.
Totally not comic related, but my buddy was like, "Hey, I'm getting a new watch. Do you want me to send you my old one?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? I don't have a smartwatch till now." So he sends me this Phoenix Garmin one. I'm like, dang.
That's a badass watch.
So now I can use technology to track how fat I am. And
does it voice record your problems live? That would be awesome.
Maybe. Hey, if I fall down a well, maybe it'll. So I don't know how many shows ago this was that we talked about original art and showed some of your stuff, Z. But
occasion.
A while ago, I mentioned it on that show, and I couldn't find the art that I had for turtles, but I did find it. So it's about the size. It came in this, so it's kind of like the size of a CD, and it was to benefit March of Dimes, and I won it off eBay. And it has, I'm going to read down the list from Mirage Studios. It has Peter Laird, Michael Dooney, Jim Lawson, Dan Berger, Eric Talbot, and Steve Murphy. All did little sketches and signatures.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, so that was because I think I saw on Facebook or something that someone had collected all the Mirage guys' signatures or something. But so yeah, that's part of my my PC art that I've been wanting to show off for a few weeks. Paul looks like what Paul should sound like. That's thanks, man. But hey, so anyway, the bigger pickup and a bigger change for the comic book world in general is called Comic Barricade, and this is from Topher, our very own writer of the CBSI Firsts and
True First.
Oh, I'm sorry, True First. See, I don't know why you guys trust me with this, but anywho, so it has these blade approved
Spikes. There's spikes.
I meant the character blade.
Don't cut yourself, please.
I know. Good thing I'm not diabetic, but so it has these blades, and what these are for goes in your comic box, and so when you're traveling or you're just setting up your collection, your books aren't falling flat. So let me share my screen real quick.
It's also a nice stabilizer, so you don't bust your boxes if you stack them a little high.
Mm.
So here is True Firsts, Topher's articles. Check him out. So we did an article. So this is what they do. This is your comic books as they are now when you're rearranging in things. And this is your comic book collection with Comic Barricade. So check them out, comicbarricade.com. And pull up their Instagram. So they have a contest going on right now. You can win a 2-pack of Comic Barricade. And I thought they have a promo code going on too right now.
Yeah, they do. Will you show the price and the quantity?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can get. Yeah, there you go.
So this is
shipping.
shipped.
Shipping is included in all of these, so it looks a little pricey, but you're getting it all shipped.
So this is the price shipped. And Zeke, look up that promo code for me. I think it's 10% off right now.
Stay home.
Stay home is the promo code right now. So don't let this happen to your comics. We've all been there. We've all seen it. And, we've used pillowcases, smaller boxes, sheets, bubble wrap, whatever. And
I saw some comments because you posted something on Facebook group and people were like, well, they're a little expensive. And, I can just get the BCW boxes. But I tell you, who's a great market for this? These people that you've invested in all these decorative boxes, the ones with the artwork, the Hulks and the Harleys and all this on there. Yeah. And then you're stacking them up and, you don't want to change them over to boring black. That's a great use for these.
And honestly, the
$12 for that box. Let's keep it in good shape.
The plastic boxes, dude, you can't take them apart. Once you put them together, you can't take them apart. You can't fold them up. So
really?
If you have because I tried it with the slab boxes and I tried to pull them apart and they just snap. They just snap in half.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So check out this video. This is how sturdy they are, and once they're properly installed, not by me, how well they can work.
We didn't trust Paul to try this at home.
Yeah, I pulled up the video for my own self-assurance. So check this out.
And
wow,
they're staying upright because what you do is on a cardboard box, what you do is you put the pokey things in and push the box inwards to attach the spikies into the actual cardboard. That's how they're actually stuck in there.
So where is so here we go. Here's their let's see if I can. Yep. Oh shoot, of course. so you use those spikes and that's how it stabilizes your books.
Yep.
Because you put it in there and it'll keep your books upright. And it's I think this is awesome. As well as was that on there? Oh, it was on the article. So if you do 2 of them, if you put 2 of them in your box, it can also help stabilize your boxes for stacking.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So it's a double feature.
And
I was surprised the plastic is more rigid than I was when I saw the picture of it. I was thinking it was more like a divider size, and I was thinking, how in the world is that going to support all those comics? But it's
they're pretty sturdy.
It's really rigid.
And Paul, when you put them in, it just makes little puncture holes in the cardboard, right? It's not like it's really going to mess up because people are like, is it going to scratch it or?
You can see it right here. I mean, it digs into the box, but
but it doesn't go through the box.
It doesn't go. No, it does not go through the box, and that's how it holds it in there. And so you can see right here, he had him here at one point, moved him up at one point, but you're not even going to see that when your box is full of books.
Did you do that promo shoot with the cat on top?
I did.
And if this box is full of books and you just want it for support, they don't take up that much space at all.
And if you guys want, I'll put my big 16-pound cat on top of it.
Give it a real test.
Real test.
I don't even know how many. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Maybe even a book, a bag and board thick?
Less.
So definitely check that out. comicbarricade.com. The code.
Thank you, Topher. You sent all of us one to try and see how they were. So we appreciate you helping us out, and we appreciate spreading the word for people doing good stuff.
Yeah. So let me give myself the spot. So here it is again. So look how thin that is. It's not a proper bag and board.
Thin weasel out here. Grab one of your books.
I know. Hold on.
Paul's problem, live and in person, guys.
I was like a proud papa for a minute.
He's doing so good.
So here's a walking. I'm doing okay. Not even drunk
Yet.
yet. Yeah. So here you go.
Less than a bag and board.
Less than a bag and board. And this is Walking Dead 192. And yeah, so it's not bending. You know, it can hold its own. It's perfect, man. I think it's a great invention. Pick it up. I mean, it's worthy investment, especially for you know, not even for your PC books, but for going to shows.
Well, it's the start of your new box too. I mean,
oh yeah.
My girl has Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I only have like this much of a box full, right? And it's like it's always falling down. I got to put stuff in it. I'm just gonna throw one of these in there. Be done with it.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so your PC, you're starting a new box, and also for shows, if you're going to sell.
If you're going to be a guy to show and your box is moving constantly, and you got that line of demarcation.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been there where your dollar books are flying, and you're like half a box in. You're like, what do I do?
Yeah,
that's a great use.
Yeah.
Good
deal. So check it out. comicbarricade.com. Follow us. Follow them on Instagram. Follow us too. But check them out on Instagram at Comic Barricade. And yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Also, while we are talking about it, make sure you guys go check out comicbookinvest.com and check out the Flipside Fan Cave. Hashtag Flipside Fan Cave. Is that what we're doing? I believe so.
Yes, it's going to go till next week. I was going to talk about it since you're going. I'll go ahead and hop in.
Yeah.
So hashtag Flipside Fan Cave is a hashtag we used last year to kind of just show off some of your geek goodness and just how do you display your collection. As you can see, I'm sitting in front of a blank wall. I did add some shelving and some space to show, but I want to get inspired and see what you guys do. How do you collect? What do you show off? How do you do it? I don't even want anything in return. Just show me your cool picks, and one winner is going to get an Amazing Fantasy 15 Turkish edition by Sea Lore, which features Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales, a really cool book that is sold out. You can't get it. And I'm going to just go ahead and give one away. So asking very little, just show off your stuff. Tag it at hashtag at Flipside Fan Cave. If you want to tag me or the show in the post, you can hit Comics Are the Norm or CBSI Tales from Flipside. So you don't need to because I'm watching it. But either way, show me how you set up a good setup because I'm tired of being half-assed. So.
I like it. Very cool. All right, man. You do you have any pickups for this week? There, Z.
I do. Hook me up here. So I mentioned this one last week, and I didn't have it to show off. My boy Matt sent this with the Crow promo out there. This is L'Uomo Ragno, number 134. It is an Italian edition. It's an earlier one, so more of a bronze type age one, and it's what it's called a Corno is the publisher, and it is just a beautiful freaking book. So just thanks to Matt for that, and I appreciate it. When I got my Spider-Gwens I showed off last week, I kind of neglected to open the whole package, but I got a bonus book from our friends at Parallel Arvin. I'll show you a little graphic for it here in a second. But this freaking Silver Surfer, I want to call it a trade. It's about trade paperback size, but it is one of 500 of a Ulardri Cinar variant, and it is just freaking gorgeous. So give me 1 second. Let me show it off properly. Take me at it. Maybe I'm not showing it off properly. There we go. I can't do it justice on my photo because I suck.
Do you have the there you go.
Took me a second. So this is the Silver Surfer Parabel Turkish edition CNR variant 500, and the art is just amazing. He draws kind of these sinewy figures, a lot like I want to call it Campbell-esque, but he just kind of doesn't just stick to one thing. So it is a beautiful book. It is still available on eBay through Parallel Arvin. If you check Silver Surfer Turkey and Cinar, Cinar. I think it's $19 and some shipping. This particular one was autographed. A cool book you are not going to find anywhere else. So thank you to our friends there who have been really kind to me and Matt on the Global Comic Safari show. So I appreciate it. Thank you for hooking me up. An awesome freaking book that I was not expecting.
Z, are those slightly smaller than comic size?
They are a little. This is a standard bag and board, so it's a little short. Not much, but it is a trade thickness though. So just a little shorter than the U.S. edition. So it's not a store exclusive. It's a Turkish exclusive. So like I said, this one is limited to 500, but I don't know where the Turkish guys are finding these artists, but between this one and that Spider-Gwen, these two guys are kicking some butt. So I would watch out. These might be some of those early artworks that you hunt down later because they started somewhere obscure. So I do want to thank Ben C. sent me one of the Wolverine #1s. So thank you. Beautiful freaking book. And I appreciate it. He also sent me one other thing that I don't know if everyone will appreciate, but I do. If you've ever looked through the old price guides, this is that on crack. He found a copy of the Sotheby's 1992 comic book and comic art auction he sent me, which to look at 1992 prices and see what they were predicting estimates of, all kinds of golden age books, Batman 1, Tech 27, all this stuff. But I mean, just art that was going to never be seen again. The original Joker 1 cover from the Bronze Age was in there. The Batman, the Time to Die, where Robin's getting killed, that cover's in there. The one that I just couldn't believe, and the price I'm trying to find, the original art to everybody's favorite, Spawn #1, estimated price $3,000 to $4,000. All I gotta say.
What do you? I saw that when he was doing the Alamo Draft House. He actually had that on display. So I wonder if he bought it back.
He probably has at some point in time.
Yeah.
But I mean, oh my God, just looking at that and just seeing, at 1992, I was in high school. So, these were the guys that were hardcore a generation before us. And just to see all this stuff that probably a lot of it has never been seen again.
Yeah.
Like that stuff's been bought up and has not come back to market. So,
well, you know me, I love those type of finds. It's kind of like finding old school wizards,
I've looked through those. And this was just kind of like, take that and show the coolest stuff that's ever been sold, and at 1,000th of what market is now. So thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. And I know soon we're going to have a few distractions of our choice and talk about it. So
real quick, make sure that you guys like and subscribe and let us know, give us comments on
wait, I have one more thing.
Okay, let's do it.
I do want to congratulate Ozzy. Ozzy sent Topher a spec idea that got featured on True First and ended up on Key Collector. He'd been using my DC Universe subscription to catch up on Batman, and he was obsessed on this Ellie character that kept popping up, and the first one was 664, that white-faced and worked for Wayne Enterprises, and he's like, this could be Punchline. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Send it to Topher. I don't know what you're talking about. And Topher said, let's go and put it up. So congratulations to Ozzy for years and years in the game and finally having some spec work. So congratulations, my friend.
That's actually really cool. I love hearing stuff like that.
I want to give a shout out real quick. Solo Wookie, I did not have the comments up, but he's giving me a little a joke about me showing the turtle art up, but I want to give Solo Wookie a shout out. Every YouTube show I tune into, he's there. He is truly Hydra, and he's everywhere. Every show, he's always commenting, saying, "Hey, what's up. So shout out to him. I appreciate always seeing your little avatar pop up, man.
And I just want to say that I just ordered some more stuff for the fan cave, putting cards up on the wall. It's gonna be dope. Can't wait.
Flipside fan cave, man.
Are you gonna turn your whole desk, Deno, so we can see it?
Well, what I will, yeah, it'll be like this way, and then I'll move this picture, and then what I'll do is I'll just put a little shelving in, so you can put all cards up on them.
Yeah.
Did you ever frame that the black and white murder scene that you bought at?
Yep, it's upstairs in my living room.
That's a prominent piece. That's not a fan cave piece. That's a living room piece.
Yeah, I got so much horror artwork. It's crazy, man. If somebody came over my house, like, our kid's gonna grow up to be a serial killer. It's gonna be crazy.
You're gonna replace all that with flower art in about 3 years.
Yeah, nah.
Live, laugh, love.
I'm gonna get a Michael Myers mask and he just walk around and it's gonna be dope.
Hey Ben, you got any pickups?
I only have one, and it was just it was a raffle win, and it's a Cody Bellinger rookie.
Ooh.
So that was a raffle win that I got from. I think this came from Tony.
Mm.
I think is where that came from. So I appreciate you sending it to me, Tony, and it was nice. Nice getting a raffle win.
You got another one too, I believe, right?
Oh, that's right.
I'm trying to find the actual card real quick.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, right.
As a stolen image, like his subscribe button.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the coronavirus, I lost my job, so I have no pickups right now.
Oh, that's.
But you got some luck that's starting to work. You did lose your job, but hopefully this luck will start paying off because you've won 2 super cool cards, and you already have the variant luck. So, but this badass Mojo Wander Franco refractor, first Bowman Wander Franco card is heading Ben's way. One of the things that we wanted to kind of talk about, Deno, did you have any pickups?
I got a bunch of pickups, man. I got a ton of pickups.
So I'll let you go ahead and knock out the pickups, and then I'll go ahead and talk about the rest.
Okay. So I bought some Senzel stuff like I always do. You know what, Stein? I saw a bobblehead.
If it hits, you're gonna retire.
I saw a bobblehead, a giant-sized bobblehead of Senzel. The guy wanted $35, but he won't ship it to me. I'm like, it's killing me. And then,
hold on, where's he from?
So he's a Cincinnati season holder guy. I don't know.
If you want me to pick it up, then I'll pick it up for you.
I might do that. Okay. So I bought just a Senzel, a pink pair. It's not even numbered, but I don't have this one yet. It's a pink one. I got this Ty Cobb short print from 2020 Top Series 1, which I think is pretty dope. So
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I got it for like $20. I mean, these are going for I think they're going for like 50, honestly. So, and
that's a super short print.
Yeah, and then for our boy Paul's not on the channel, but I got some Bam Adebayo optic cards out of a break. I got a what else did I pick up? You might know KZ Opala. That's and then I got this Tyler Hero rated rookie out of a break. So I'm waiting on my John Morant card from one of the Jackson Sports Card guys. He hasn't sent it to me yet. So what set? Optic, the new Optic that came out. It's a base, nice. I think. So and then the wonderful Ben C hooked me up with some comics from this is One Stop Shop variant number 140 out of 500. He sent me the CBSI Lobo variant we've been talking about. A mega red variant we've been talking about all the time, which is pretty dope. It's a thick boy too. I was surprised how thick this thing is.
Well, it actually, when you I looked at that compared to the color version, and the color version looks really washed out. Like you can't even hardly see Wolverine's face. The black and white, the black and white, you can actually see you can actually see what's going on. The colors are so dark that you can't see their face.
Oh, this Black and White is a sharp book.
And then I think he just threw this one in for shits and giggles. But I love Ben C, so it's all good. So, and then I don't know. I broke some stuff. I won't go through a bunch of stuff. I broke some opening day stuff. I didn't get anything too crazy that I picked up.
None of the short prints.
Yeah, I got this Aquino Walgreens card.
Nice.
None of the short print. Oh, I got let's see. Hold on 1 second. I just picked it up too. Did I throw it in my box already? A Kyle Lewis opening day autograph.
Oh gosh, how hard are those?
I don't know, man. I pulled out opening day. I bought 5 hobbies of opening days.
One in 18,000 packs. I mean, it's opening day.
Yeah, and then I picked up this Trevor Story short print of a hobby box too. So I don't know how crazy that is, but that's what I picked up. I got Inception coming along, Ben, coming soon. Got two hobbies in Inception. I bought a case of Jumbo Super or Top Series 1. So we are card rolling.
Do we want to throw a shout out to our friend?
Yeah, we got a guest coming in right now. We are happy to introduce. He walked away from his little step. There we go.
Hey.
We're happy to introduce. Your mic isn't connected there, Anthony. There you go. Anthony from Bird City Comics. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What up, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Chilling, living the dream.
Anthony hit me up and he said, "Man, I want to get on for pickups because he got himself a nice little pickup." For those of you guys that don't know, we've talked about Bird City Comics before on the show. Anthony is local out here with me in the Phoenix area, and he runs an awesome live auction site for his Bird City Comics store. And man, he's been killing it. Him and his wife and his partner have been killing it for a while there. Before you get into your pickups real quick, Anthony, tell them just about what you do over there at Bird City Comics.
Yeah, so with Bird City Comics, we've kind of we've done a little bit of everything. We try to get big, personal collections bulk. We want to offer something for everyone, not just the key collector. Recently, we've gone into some art and slabs. You guys are going to notice all around me right now. We've acquired a very large slab collection from a personal collector, and of course the merchandise. So Bird City Comics stuff, you guys can go to the website, pick it up, check it out, give us your feedback because it's been up for about 24 hours, and I'm sure there's a lot wrong with it. So check it out. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Just 24 hours, man. Nothing wrong there.
Right? Well,
should we let Paul poke around on it and see how it goes?
Yeah. Tear it apart.
Burn that thing down to the ground.
Yeah, because I've never done a website before, so I'm sure I've been telling people, go and buy something from it so I can tell something's wrong, That's been my pitch.
Hey, we've been doing a podcast for 3 years. We still know what we're doing, so
yeah.
That works. That works for me.
But we're gonna do our best to have Anthony on the show more often. Hopefully get him on some of the other couple shows. But make sure you guys go and subscribe to his Facebook page, and you'll be able to get in on those live auctions. And we're gonna be picking Anthony's brain on.
I have watched you. You do not mess around with the quality on your videos. You got stuff going on everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah. So one of my big things is when we first got into this, I said to myself, if we're going to suck, we're going to look good while we suck. So, we got cameras and green screens, microphones everywhere, sound effects. And so, people are going to hate it. They can't hate the quality, at least.
No, they can't say you are chimping there. So, no.
Right.
I've watched it. I'm just like, I don't even know how you're doing all that.
Oh man, a lot of YouTube. I'm telling you, learn anything on there.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. If you want to go learn something, YouTube is your friend nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
But before we get into everything else, why don't you do you have some of your pickups from your new slab collection that we can?
All right. Yeah. So the first book I've only pulled a couple. I mean, there were 197 to pull from, so I kind of just did some random selection. Yeah, a lot of them. So we got this Marvel Knight 20th number 5. This is I'm going to butcher the name, but it's a Jon Lee. Oh, and it does, so this is the Jon Lee retailer incentive. We've got a signature over there, but it also has the artist sketch here.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that sketch was part of the cover.
I did too when I saw, and then I saw the doing this totally backwards. You got the art stamp there, and it's on the Stan Lee, the Memorial Edition. So I love that it had the black stripe up top. And sorry, I'm gonna center for you.
That's a pretty book.
Yeah. It is gorgeous. I loved this one. So that was cool. I pulled that aside. Number 2. I'm sure you guys have owned something like this, but I've never owned a 9.9 before. So I grabbed this one out of the box. You got a Beyond the Demon, the Sea. This is a 9.9 from Source Point. It's autographed there by both creators, the cover art and the interior writer. So I thought that was pretty. Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, I've been at it for 10 years, and I've had 199 on any engraded, so they're not easy.
Yeah, so this is going to stay with me because I've never owned one before, so I pulled that one right out.
I don't think I've seen a CBCS 9.
Yeah.
There's not many.
No, for sure. And then, but you know these Source Points, guys, and I don't know if this is a talking point you guys have done before, but Source Point, they just use such a nicer book. Marvel and DC need to take some notes from some of these smaller printers.
I would agree. They put out some quality. You can tell the difference.
For sure. And then the last one I grabbed was Dark Knight Metal number 6. Love this run, but this is a Diamond Retailer Summit variant. But this is, it says here, from the personal collection of Scott Snyder, triple signature, 8.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. From my research, when I learned there are only a couple of these that are graded. There's a 9.0, an 8.5, and a couple 8.0s. I own the 8.5, the only one that's been registered on CBCS.
Nice.
And then just a little side note, this isn't something I picked up in a collection, but this is something that Bird City Comics is making now. This is my design. Just real quick. So I hate the way slab frames are displayed. You see on the back, I've got the basic wall cloth. I don't like them. So I actually made this. And I sent it to a manufacturer. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So these are the Bird City Comic Infinity Frame is what we're going to call it. It's a really thick, clear acrylic. They call it crystal clear. So it's supposed to look edgeless, hence the infinity. But yeah, it's going to fit CBCS, CGC slabs. They're beautiful. So I'm having these. Yeah.
Do you have a slab you can put in it?
Absolutely. So I have this Bill Sienkiewicz Incredible Hulk. This is from my collection, number 20. Slides right in the top. So you see it's got some wiggle room for thicker slabs.
Where's it mount on the back there?
Yeah, it's got the mount hole there.
Outstanding.
Is it UV protected?
So we are going to have a UV option. This one has a clear front so I can touch the slab, but we're going to include a kit on the higher end ones that will have an insert if they select that option. But they look fantastic. Yeah, I have it on one of the basic stands here. So it'll stand up, or I can slap it on the wall pretty easily, and boom, it's gorgeous in place.
You could do some cool stuff with that. Add in some like titles and some fancy.
You got it. So that's going to be my plan. I'm going to get a CNC machine. We're thinking about doing some custom engraving, different colors. I mean, the world is open on this thing, but we just ordered these in, so we're going to get a big order. So anybody that's interested.
You know what your price point's going to be?
Yeah, $24.99 for the basic open face. If you get 5, we're going to do a buy 4, get 1 free. So 5 for $100, and that's going to be our launch. Hell no.
Outstanding, friend.
Yeah, I like it. So.
I like that you're making something.
Wait, so he knew I was here, didn't he? He's just like
I know, right? He's
on that wall.
we have a little giveaway going right now where we're asking people to show us their man cave or their fan cave as we call it, and we're giving away a Turkish homage of the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover with Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales in it to people who are showing us your man cave, fan cave setup just by taking a picture on how you display stuff and your stuff and tagging it hashtag Flipside fan cave. But the reason we're doing that is because, like Jon said, you can see behind him, he's got a blank canvas.
Yeah,
I want this to be full.
Yeah, so this is my man cave. We got a Darnell docket. I mean, you guys can see my setup. I got studio lights everywhere, green screens, lights, microphones.
You got it set up. I like it.
So you've got this is, I call it the retirement wall. And I've got a ton more books, but I decided to stop buying those frames because I'm going to make my own.
You're just using those clip frames, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I hate them. So I made my
I
own.
had some, and I'm just like, they frustrate me.
Yeah, and there's my Jason Todd little collection there, Jason Todd books. And
that cover in the middle. That original art was in that Sotheby's catalog. I said, I'm like,
Really?
holy,
Yeah,
that's
that's
there. Oh wow.
Yeah, that background, actually one of my customers made that Batman in the background, so that's some original art that he did for me. So yeah, some cool stuff around here.
I've always told Anthony I love his Hulk, the 3 variants there of
yeah, I got them.
Yeah.
And this is getting really bad glare, but this is the gold foil Venom.
Wow.
Yeah, all 4 signatures. That was from Vegas Con this year, and I got that graded. Came back 9.6. Pretty pumped about that.
So, are you on other social media? You mentioned the website. Are you on IG or any of that?
Yeah, we do Instagram right now. My wife's in charge of that, so you get a little more what's going on with us, what we're doing. Like she
Bird City as well.
Yeah, everything's going to be Bird City. I tweet. I'm terrible at it though, so don't expect too much from there.
Yeah, we're all. I think.
Ozzy, calm down. Calm down, Ozzy.
he's foaming at the mouth. Pavlov's dog right here.
I think he's a little too much on Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Well, let me. I got. I'll end pickups real quick. And I really don't have. Let me do this. I don't have very many pickups this week, but I do have something that I am sending out to Matt Roybal for him sending me the baby chewing cover. I'm gonna do him a solid and send him out the Mr. Miracle first Mr. Miracle foreign. Who is this manufacturer? Navarro. Okay, so where does this come from? Is this Mexico?
Yeah.
So
it's Mexico. That's like Navarro was pre La Prensa.
Yeah,
So
and this is just a beautiful copy, and I showed it on here when I got it, and we talked about it. I also picked up a New Gods #1, the same type of thing. But so I'm going to send this out to Matt Roybal, and
that's a pretty book. But I tell you what, Baby Chewing is probably worth it.
Yeah, I love that cover. You guys don't know. You can see it in the background of the podcast. Every episode, it's up in the background.
Oh God.
Yeah. So also, we have some stuff that's kind of going on. And 1 second.
Hey, I'll take over real quick. Did I mention the Hoopla app last Monday?
Yes, you did.
I was gonna plug that again real quick because Ben is back. I wanted to give shout out to Stein during these isolation times. The Hoopla app is available on your phone, tablets, and all that good stuff.
Lots of reading for your kids that need it.
Free library
Or
app.
you.
You library cards, sign up. I don't know if libraries are open right now, but the Hoopla app is. So I want to give that a shout out again. And looks like the place back. So just a quick intermission.
We have a new show that we have coming out. It's called the Discord Record. And basically what it is we have a new thing that we're trying out. We got a nice little new Discord server that we're trying to set up, and we're trying to put together a buy, sell, trade, giveaway type community within this Discord server. So we're going to have a new show that we're going to start here soon called the Discord Record Show, where we kind of just go over what's going on in that Discord server that week. And all the good stuff that's going on, maybe what's available for sale, if there's anything crazy, what cool giveaways have gone on. So that show is going to be coming.
Bryan, maybe you should explain, because I'm old and I had no idea what Discord even was. So maybe you want to explain what Discord even is, because I didn't know.
TikTok's brother, right?
Yeah, I think Deno might be the best to kind of get into it because he's been up in front and personal with it, it's interesting because Discord's kind of a new thing for me. I know Anthony, you do some Discord stuff too, right? I mean, do you do?
Actually, I haven't played with it. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna look into it.
Okay, so
Discord is a whole new world. It's amazing.
So Discord originally was for gamers at the end of the day. So basically what you do is you could it replaced like old things called like TeamSpeak or Ventrilo. If you're like into like first person shooters usually or like gaming, things like that. Discord was like the new invention of those two kind of combined. And basically what you can do is you can have a big Discord server. I'll share my screen so people can see it. Let me share it on this one. So basically what you can do is it's a chat algorithm kind of thing. So basically like this is everything you have at the end of the day. And then basically anybody can join, and then you have just basically a chat. You can do voice, but we don't have voice channels. You can have chats and different chats. There's rules, announcements, a welcome page, all this good stuff. And then there's different other things you can do. You know, there's a card chat down here and stuff like that. So you have card pickups. You can load videos. You can load pictures. You can load anything you want to load and show it off, and people comment, and just a rolling chat and 24/7, man. So that's what it is. So people can donate to your server. People can do a lot of things. They can sub to different things. Like if you have a subscription-based thing, you can set that up if you wanted. Basically, you can have a lot of bots that are already pre-made that actually do a bunch of things that can help your server get the next.
Basically, it's going to be nice just because it'll give us a kind of playground to play around with and kind of build from the community that we've already created, and just have a cool place where you can do cool giveaways, buy, sell, trade, maybe do live auctions in the future. We'll have to pick Anthony's brain on the best way to run a live auction because he's killing it out there. But keep your eyes open for the Discord stuff, and hopefully there'll be some cool stuff heading down the pike. So
yeah. And basically what you can do that, you can do all that stuff. I mean, it's really great. You can video chat with people. You can do a ton of different things with this. So it's like, I guess it's like, yeah, there's even a foreign section. Where the hell's the foreign section down here? It's buried at the bottom where no one cares. No, I'm joking. So Robert Fordham's been leading this side of it with the channel of Foreign Rabbit Holes. There's a Polish, I guess, Superman. Let's see, which one? This is Miss Marvel in Arabic version. So yes,
yeah,
rabbit hole. So
it's just going to be a cool place to kind of cultivate a community where maybe we don't have to deal with a lot of the craziest of FeeBay and stuff like that. But we'll see. It's kind of being just cultivated type thing. We'll let you know how it goes, but keep your eyes open for the new show coming. But other than that, I real quick wanted to get in. I grabbed a couple of toys that from the fun zone of an old storage locker that I've kind of been going over lately. And let me see here. Let's do this. This is some stuff that you're going to kind of see available, either on places like that Discord server or on my eBay store. But here is one of the all-time great Flipside items that we talk about on the show, and that is the Spider-Man 2099 original Spider-Man classics, like Marvel Legend, that has the white variant in the background. So I got a couple of these. So at least one of them is going to be up shortly. These are some cool
up shortly. Where?
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, my friend, because you can find it on my eBay store. Collecting Days. All you got to do is just type in Collecting Days on Google, and that store will pop up. And so this stuff is going to be going up tonight. So if it's something that you want, check out the eBay store. And if it's not there anymore, it's been sold. But these are the cool kind of like 5-pack troop builder type things that G.I. Joe did back in the day for Valor vs. Venom. And this is the Cobra Imperial Procession. And I love stuff like this because they just did kind of color variants on the old school G.I. Joe figures. So there's a Cobra that's sort of the blue. It's the red, and the Baroness in the red. and then it's got a bunch of rock vipers there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then this is another one here. Let's go ahead and this is the Crimson Guard Force. So it's got a bunch of Crimson Guards, and it's got a Firefly, which Firefly fans just love finding stuff like this. So
That's awesome.
And then the third thing that I grabbed for this show is this is interesting. This was a convention exclusive from San Diego in the early 2000s, and it's a Star Wars Shock Trooper statue. As you can see. Oh, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and just do that. There we go. You guys can see the different setups you can do. So this is going to be going up, but this is the type of stuff, just cool stuff that I'm finding. I'm pulling out of the storage lockers. So, keep your eyes open on that stuff on, my YouTube or my eBay store collecting days. So
you reminded me, let me see if I can share my screen. You said that 4-pack reminded me of this. I just randomly, out of the blue remembered this 1992 Target. I think it was, come on, get out of it. It's Target exclusive 4-pack of the Turtles. I remember having that in my hand.
Is that worth something? I got that at my house right now.
You have this sealed?
No, I'm joking.
Get out of here. Anyway, sorry, McClay. You just gave me a flashback to holding these in my hand at Target, and I think I told my mom like, never mind, or she said no. One of us said no. I'm sure I would have opened it, but
you would have opened them and played with them. Don't.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying. Anyway, that reminded me of that. That's all I got.
And I met your mom; she would never say no to you. So it's probably you, Paul. No, it's all a problem.
I'm looking for it on eBay right now, and I can't even find it.
That's funny.
Feedback.
Yeah, I think your mic is kind of picking up some maybe it's your family doing some dishwashing or something.
Okay, let me see if I can adjust that a little bit.
But I'm just gonna have you on mute, and whenever you think you got it, just go ahead and unmute yourself.
So should we talk about the elephant in the room this week?
I think we should. Let's get into it.
Oh, Deno, you're muted. Showing off your ice cream.
Me eating ice cream, being fat by the day.
This is keto. This is a post marriage non-keto life.
This is expecting father life. You are expected to gain some pounds. It's okay. Nobody's gonna judge you.
Ben and Jerry's, baby.
Enjoy it.
Fish is in the boat already. Kids in the oven. It's all good, man.
You and your wife can then team up and feel like we're gonna exercise together. Then
yeah, that's right.
Because you don't want her to feel bad. You're just doing your part.
I am.
Yeah.
So. I mean, we all know most of the states are getting locked down, and Diamond sent out the old.
Yep.
We are going to halt comics for the foreseeable future.
Now, I don't know anything about this, so explain it to me like I'm me. Diamond
distributor.
Well, I mean, many states, including I know Ohio, I know Indiana, I know Michigan, at least 10 states. I don't know the number now. Have basically said shelter at home. You stay in your house. Non-essential businesses should be closed. We have deemed comic shops a non-essential business. I know many of us feel that maybe it could be, but we should stay home, do our part. And so Diamond has decided to just halt shipping of these products. Many of your shops, if you're in one of these states, have been sending out messages that tomorrow is new comic day for them, and after that, that's it. So it's an interesting place. I don't know that we've had this I'm sure in history, but not in a long, long time.
Not in the modern age.
Oh.
So Diamond, I saw one thing. They aren't accepting new comics. Or is that Image? Image is someone's not accepting new comics. Basically, no comics are not shipping to your LCS
for at least several weeks.
And so how can you get the next issue of your favorite comic?
I don't think it's happening. I think they've just stopped.
Digitally,
my impression.
You can get it digitally.
But digitally runs behind.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, my
impression is that the whole market is just going to stop for a minute.
Well,
Now
that is how I interpret. Maybe I'm incorrect, but it was we are not sending out comics. If the LCSs don't have it, they're not going to market digitally because they won't bite the hand that feeds them. I just think they're hitting pause for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the number ends up being.
it'll
So
be
there will not.
it'll
I'm
be
at 3
interesting
weeks of the day.
what they do when things return to normal. So let's say they bulk ship your LCS a bunch of books, and they're going to say, "What?
Well,
I don't
Right?
think that's going to happen a lot. I'm willing to bet most publishers are just going to push everything back that number of
Yeah,
weeks.
hey, you know what? That makes more business sense to me.
Because they can then catch up on art, they can catch up on stories. Stories running behind. There'll be a few that bulk stuff. Some of the smaller publishers will send what they want to send, but
Well,
I think it's just
let's talk about
we're hitting a
refunds
pause
too.
button.
Let's talk about refunds too, right? So, Image is the first comic book people that you actually can get 100% refunds from comic stores that have ordered something that aren't selling it. Which I'm surprised.
Well, we got somebody that we can ask some of these questions to. Anthony, are you seeing an uptick in sales, or I mean, is it just too early? You hadn't had enough time because you're kind of selling to a crowd that might not have a comic store nearby or something like that. Might not have a local comic shop. And you might be the only place they're getting books. So, have you seen anything, on your end?
Well, yeah. You know that people are definitely going online. Like our viewership is way up, which is great. But at the same time, with everything that's going on, and we're not sure. I hate to use the word, but quarantine.
Yeah.
People aren't necessarily spending money just in case. They gotta, go for the long haul, and companies aren't going to pay them. So we're kind of walking a fine line because you get these things that I'll throw up in these fantastic exclusives, and I get it all the time. I get hate mail from good buyers going, I hate you right now because I want to get it, but I don't know what's going to happen. So a lot of people are feeling the effects. So, my kind of methodology is mine and my wife. She hosts our show. I would say, we're a show first that happens to sell comic books. We're here to hang out, entertain. You buy something fantastic. If you don't, it's an hour-long, bullshit session with us. You can hang out and have some fun. So
yeah, you have a community. You've created a community, and you have returning buyers in this. And the important part is the community aspect of most of this stuff. I mean, that's why we're here, is because there's a comic book community, and there's subcultures and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of store owners quit selling new books altogether. So,
well, I think the message for the short term, just for those of us that love the comic community, if you have an LCS, most of them are very, very small businesses. They're living on a razor thin margin. If they've got some kind of option to sell online, add your pull list, do something that they can do, not retail, try and help them out. I mean, if your shop is, saying, hey, we're going to close for 2 weeks, order some trades, do something from them. Even if they're sitting on your pull list, many of them will ship to you. Do something to help them make a little money, because they are not, most of them are not getting rich in this business. It is a thin market business. It is tough. Try and support them however you can. If you've got a couple days before you're going into quarantine, or if you're not out, do a little shopping, help them out. Whatever you can do, man. It's tough. It is real tough. I know an owner here who opened up a shop probably 8 years ago when I got back in. It was one of my favorite shops to go to. He closed down 4 years ago, and I was sad to see it happen. But he, stayed in the market, and he was opening back up. He opened about 3 freaking weeks ago. He opened his shop back up, and I'm like, oh my God, my poor friend, you had the worst timing in history.
I think that guy is one who's primed for a loan or for some sort of hand up.
He is related to you, Paul, somehow.
But you're speaking of shipping. I think that's a great idea. Hit your LCS up on Facebook and say, hey, can you ship me my books?
I mean, we won't get new books, but maybe just buy some trades to read. We're all stuck in the middle of nothing. We got stuff to do.
Yeah, curbside pickup. Maybe you didn't get a chance to go to your LCS before they officially closed. I actually, funny story. I don't know, whatever. My LCS ships this guy's pull list to him in prison.
Oh, cool. There you go.
And so I know when I ever end up there, that at least I can still get my comics.
That's what I was saying. So what you're saying is, if when I go to prison, I can still get my books. Okay.
If you got a good shop like that,
yeah.
I mean, and the crazy thing is, with a lot of these new stores, I know a lot of store owners. I used to have a Diamond account. There's not a lot of profit margin in there anyway. So this is definitely, they're going to feel the effects of that. I mean, you're talking $3.99, $4.99 books. Unless you've got a huge store, I mean, the standard Marvel discount's only 30% off cover. Unless you've got a huge order. So
even with Diamond holding it off and their billing and stuff, they're still paying rent. They're still paying stuff, man. This is going to be freaking impossible for most of them.
Anthony, do you sell new issues, weekly issues?
No, there's no money in it. No, I'm joking. Unless you're like hit on some big spec books, I stopped doing it. It's something that we'll probably cross that bridge again, but for right now, we're just.
You have to have a extremely large loyal pull list that is responsible, and it is tough to do.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I was going to ask you guys. So you guys do a giveaway, right? Is that what I'm hearing? We're doing comic book community. You guys do some giveaways?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to throw this out before I forget. With these frames, they're being manufactured right now. I'm going to do a set of 2, and I'm going to give them to Bryan. You guys can use them for a giveaway.
Awesome. We appreciate that.
Yes, give them back.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I freaking love them. I mean, this is something I wanted on my wall, so I figured other collectors will appreciate it.
I just love the fact that it's somebody that is, creating something, doing something. They saw, hey, I want this. They created it, and now they're able to, hopefully sell it. And
impressive. On one show, we have 2 guys we know doing this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Topher and you, that's impressive, my friend. I wish I could think of something that good. I'd like. What's the niche in the comic market? And I stare at the wall and I got nothing. So you guys kicked some ass and came up with some cool ideas.
You need to make a book out of foreign variants. Just publish a book of all the foreign variants.
Build the bag and board machine.
Yeah,
bag and board machine.
Maybe.
I don't know. You guys, Bryan's from here, so you guys go down to Jesse James, and he's got an employee, and I space on his name all the time. I swear that dude could have a Guinness World Record for how fast he bags and boards. It's nuts. I watch that guy and I'm like, I want to buy more books just to watch him bag them.
Hey, that's a skill. You got to have it. It's like building pizza boxes. You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a Guinness record. Let's see if we can get one.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, Anthony, because I for the first time in a long time, I stopped into my local comics shop. I went to 2 shops. I hit up Jesse James, and then I hit up Dreadnought. So big shout out to those 2 places. If you guys are out in the Phoenix area, Dreadnought is a place to go to because it is one of the best looking comic shops you will ever see. They have a cool way of displaying their books, and they have tons of cool wall books that are changing, and they're getting new stuff in, and they just do a cool display. So make sure you go check out that shop. But I stopped by Jesse's, and one of the cool things that I noticed that Jesse is doing is he got like a freaking arcade, old school Nickel Palace arcade, man. That have some of the greatest freaking games ever. And here is Chad coming in with another great comment. If someone breaks into your house, Bryan, and the only thing missing are those slab hangers, it wasn't me, just saying. So Chad will be looking for those hangers. So, but yeah, I love stuff like that. So we'll see how that pans out. But I think that everything is getting crazy about this Corona stuff, and it's kind of just you got to do what you got to do at this point.
I think I'm going to avoid the news for the week as far as press conferences and stuff, unless it comes up on my phone from like the local news station as far as a summary, like stay-at-home order has been issued. I think I'm done watching these press conferences.
I don't watch it at all. I can't handle it. I'm in healthcare. You're in healthcare. It's terrible.
I had to keep up. I had to prepare the family and get stuff. I'm good now. Everything's good. So now I think beyond what our governors have already told us, I don't think there's much else that's going to change. And so I'm just done. I'm gonna focus on the Instagram account this week and getting the podcast on out to iTunes. I think I'm a couple behind. And so that's what I'm going to do this week. I got some homework to do, take care of the kids. They're doing homework at home. So I think that's my thing.
I think the only thing we can offer is to entertain people a couple hours a week.
Yep.
Yeah. But support your LCS. Check out that Hoopla app. Sorry, I've said it probably 5 times tonight, but I love it. So Ben Stein turned us onto that back when, and good stuff. So
I still have a hard time reading digital, but I do go to the library on occasion and check out some trades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, physical is always better. I agree.
I find I have a really bad problem reading digital comics. I fall asleep within 10 minutes every time. I cannot
read them before bed.
I know, but I get 2 pages and I'm out, man.
Dude, that's it. Digital comics and Pokemon reruns, and I'm done. That's better than melatonin. That put me right to bed. If you guys hear any screaming, I'm apologizing now. My son and wife are playing Fortnite, and they get kind of competitive at it, especially my wife. So
I understand.
It's a good problem to have, man.
We should stream that. We should stream the Tales from the Flipside. Do some Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of new shows that are on our channel. We got the Global Comic Safari. If you guys aren't checking that out, make sure you guys are checking that out.
To say we're going to drop a new episode tomorrow on Tuesday. Matt and I took 2 weeks off. He had some school to catch up on, and I just had life. So I apologize. We're going to drop Savage She-Hulk #1 tomorrow. So check it out.
Good deal.
We also, of course, have the Hot 10 breakdown show every Friday night that we do. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye on that.
So it is 2 parts.
Yeah. And it was kind of funny for all of you guys that didn't realize what happened this last week. We had to reshoot the show because the original show got what do they call that, Deno? That
would be a community guidelines warning, not a strike. But we got thrown off of YouTube because Ben is just an animal. Savage.
Did you ever find out what happened?
No,
you took your shirt and pants off, Ben. They just, they drew the line at the shirt.
They have not emailed me. My little old channel does not deserve an email from them. I guess so.
It's weird. Yeah, we'll see what happens this Friday.
Yeah,
we're not going to change anything.
Yeah, I mean, and it just said a community guideline strike. So I don't know what that really meant. They didn't really go into detail. I just said I didn't violate the terms, and that's all I kind of said. And they said, "Oh, we'll email you back." I'm like, "Okay, bro."
Yeah. I'm sure somebody just reported us, and whatever.
Well, haters make us famous.
Paul's going to show up
with a
beard on this week.
I'm gonna shave my beard off and then see.
But what else? Anything else crazy going on this week? Other than
everything's crazy, but
I know.
Is there anything crazy and entertaining?
Wednesday's the big break that everybody's waiting on.
Yep. So yeah, let's talk about that there, Deno.
I bought a whole case of Jumbo 2020 Top Series 1. They look, I don't even know. I got a couple around here somewhere. They kind of look like this. This is opening day, but it's the same gist. It looks like this. So it looked like kind of like this. Top Series 1. I bought 6 jumbos of it. I'm breaking half of them, and then I'll probably break the other half as well. So if you're a baseball guy and you want hits, it's guaranteed hits. You get, I think, 1 auto and 2 relics, I believe, in the jumbo, right, Ben?
Yeah, 1 auto, 2 relics.
So we're gonna do that Wednesday. I get the books on, or I get the cards on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. And
this is also kind of a part of the new show / Discord group. We're gonna have live group breaks on there for trading cards. So this is one of those. But get in contact with us, and we'll see if we can get you in that group, and keep your eyes open for new and exciting ways to get in. But we just want to let you guys know it's coming, and there's a new show that we're going to kind of be working on for that too. Yep. So, group breaks are fun, man, especially in times like this. where you're just able to chill and sit back and watch some excitement.
Need something, man. We need something.
Yes, yeah, that's for sure.
There's only so much alcohol our livers can take, or your other imbibing methods.
Yeah.
I'm working on that tonight and see how much you can take.
Have you guys heard of this? Have you guys heard of this Jared Leto cult thing? What the heck is this all about?
He quarantined himself to meditate for 3 weeks, and when he came out, he had no idea people were quarantining.
He's on an island with people. Like,
man, he's playing like 3D chess while we're all playing checkers out here. Man.
Yeah, that dude is a fucking different ball game, man. I think that dude's like a real vampire. I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
I will say one thing. My son, who the only comic he's been excited for is freaking Bloodshot. We were going to go see Bloodshot. It didn't happen. I don't even want to pump Valiant, but I'm pretty thankful that they're releasing digitally this week so he can see it. He's so mad. I've been trying to get him to read anything. He reads Deadpool and Bloodshot.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, he's 10. I'm a terrible parent. It's okay.
I don't have to worry about my kid being a serial killer because your kid's going to be a serial killer.
He has poor choices. So.
I don't know. I think I got you guys beat. My son collects death of characters.
Oh, God.
And first kisses. So I don't know if I'm happy or... He'll tell you if you ask him which first kiss of which, and he'll give you the issue number. And, yeah.
He's a romantic nihilist.
That's it. Yeah. That's what it is. He's like, hey, check it out, Dad. This guy died, but they make out in this one. I'm like, bro.
Hey, you know what? If we can get our kids to like anything about this media, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys ever go read the Bird City bio, that's kind of how this got started. My son refused to read. And then he gave me some crap when I was giving him a really awesome parent speech about how important reading was. Kind of called me out, and I'm like, I read comic books. He's like, wait, do adults read comic books? I'm like, you're damn right they do. So anyway, he kind of jumped on board, and
well, then I can get behind that.
Good yeah.
Well, you know what? And if we're all gonna be living and fucking at home, there's only so much YouTube to then watch. Give them some graphic novels. Give them something to read, man.
Yeah, I mean, the next big thing, the next rumor is that school's done for the year.
I don't think
they're done at my kids. My kids are home, and my wife has doubled her alcohol intake.
Is it official? And where you are, Anthony? It's official.
Oh yeah, it's official. They're done. She just walked by with a vodka and creme, which, sweetheart.
Hey, it is what it is. If you're going back, I will be surprised. They're here till August, and I just don't think the school districts want to tell parents you have your own kids for 5 months. So.
Right, and as much as we love them and we feel terrible saying it, it's spot on. It's like
that's a long time.
And I love my children, I do, but man, I want to lock them in a room sometimes.
Yeah,
soundproof.
That's the old Sandlot line. Forever.
Solo Wookie is asking, will you guys ask Anthony if that Batman art is Isaac Bell?
The one I had on the wall up here?
Yeah.
Now, this is done by one of my customers. Let me move the camera. This is my guy, Bryan Lingus, made this. He's from Canada. He actually designed our logo.
We popped that as a single?
Yeah. So
wow.
He sold us those art prints. And, I got the original he did on a comic book and then colored in. We made some art prints and numbered them for him. But his name's Bryan. He's from Canada. Designed our logo. Super cool guy. So, yeah,
what's Brian's last name?
Lingus. It kind of reminded me of Sean Murphy, which I dig Sean Murphy's Batman, so I thought it was kind of cool to give him that.
You had another guy that was doing some amazing art for you, Perez?
Yeah, Vinny Perez. So, we used to do an original art giveaway from Vinny Perez. He's got a couple things going on, so he slowed down his work a little bit, but we were giving away Vinny Perez art for free just for coming on.
And he's amazing. I couldn't believe some of the original stuff he was doing for you. It was just absolutely blew me away.
Well, the community, there's just so many talented people, man. There's no point in not tapping into them. So
yeah, and that's one of the things that you did that was cool. You did a couple of things just to help out like artists like that, and had them do book covers, and you would raffle them off and all that type of stuff. So,
well, dude, I'm about it. I mean, there's just so much going on and so many talented people. There's no point in me hogging this all to myself. If I've got a platform and somebody's got some skill and ability, by all means, here, come on, hang out.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Community, man. I don't know if there's Deno talked about the Topps break, but I haven't seen any really new crazy releases other than Inception. Opening Day came out.
Inception came out. Usually this is like the real wave, and when it starts, I guess opening day, right? I mean, opening day, Inception.
Once Top Series 1 is kind of gone
Series
through,
2,
everybody slows down.
Series 2 is May, I think.
How much are those Luis Robert rookie opening days going for now?
100, right, Ben? Was it 100? You were looking at my one.
Yeah. They were.
Are they short printed?
Yeah, they're short printed. And the other problem too is on these opening day packs. You
only get 5 cards per pack or something.
Well, they're like damaged, right?
Yeah. So here I got a box because I think I actually have a. So you get. Hold on 1 second. You get 7 cards per pack, and you get 36 packs per hobby box kind of thing. Or Bobber, I don't even know if you call it a hobby box. You don't even get any autographs or relics. The problem with the box is that the box is so small that they're jammed in there, and on the back of the actual packs are the hits, so they're just crushed down into the bottom. So if you get a Luis Robert, you're gonna get dinged probably. I mean, if it's the very back card, you're screwed. It's not a 10. It's not even gonna be close to a 10. I got so many that are bent corners and stuff like that, and it's just terrible.
It's about $70 card.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean,
that cardboard doesn't look too supportive either.
Oh no, dude! It's there's nothing in there. I mean, it is all packed with cards. I mean, there's no
hit on the back.
Huh?
Why would they put the hit on the back?
I don't know. They put both hits on the back. So if you get 2 hits, I think, and you get them on the back, which is terrible.
But there are other short prints.
Yep, I got a Trevor Story. I kind of showed it off. I got 2 short prints. I got a auto and a short print. So I picked up. This is the short print of. Let me actually zoom in here for a minute. So we got this is a short print of opening day right here of Trevor Story. So that's a short print, right there.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few short prints.
Yeah, and then I got this, and then I banged out a Kyle Lewis rookie card auto. So,
and are any of those going to be available for sale there, Deno, or what are you doing with those?
Dude, I got so much stuff here. I should just sell it all. I really should.
Well, it's funny because you're talking about Luis Robert, and I started, going through my stuff, and I think I talked to Ben about it the other week. I found a bunch of his first Bowman cards. I think I have 4 of the chrome, like 12 to 15 of the papers, and then a couple of Mojo. But I do have the following year. I was going through my Mojos, and these aren't selling bad, but this is a stack of Luis Robert Mojo refractors.
Is that at a draft?
It's this is 2019, so this is his second Bowman card. But this is the type of thing, you see a player whose cards are going for 100, like the opening day, and these cards aren't going for that much, but they're selling, $10 a pop, something like that. So you could make a lot of money on these super hot baseball rookies that they're going to have to wait now to kind of see for a month or so.
Yeah,
longer.
So Ben might be able to expand on this. I mean, I don't think this is ever what we're going through right now has never happened before. All sports are shut down, essentially. Mm-hmm. So what is from a flip side, from a profit perspective rather, what is a good play right now?
Sell, because people.
No, I wouldn't sell. There's no way. I'd buy. I mean, if you don't
buy and hold, right? Buy and hold.
If you don't have to sell, don't sell because you're going to take it.
So who are you buying? You're buying the guys who were supposed to be good this season, and then you just kind of play that bet.
No, you can't. You can't buy those guys now because most of those are already selling. I think prospecting baseball is a lot of guys who are you're going after guys like that kind of don't have that fervor around them yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pick up like it's the same thing in comics. I mean, if you can pick up first appearances, And keys for 40% discount right now. It's probably, now granted, I think some of those books, especially like Hulk 181, they were due for a correction anyway. So when everybody's trying to liquidate them just to get some cash, if you really want one, you could probably pick it up fairly cheap. But that one may take a while to recover, just because so many people had them to start with. But some of the more difficult ones to get, and the same thing in sports cards. If you're talking, rookies of Hall of Famers,
like this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pick them up for a big discount, they will recover.
So zoom in, Deno. Yeah, so zoom in on those 3 dots at the top right under the X. So what's the price? I have old man eyes right now. So it's a 1,800.
1,800 for a Jordan rookie.
That's a PSA 6. So what's that? What would that go for 3 months ago?
I don't know.
Probably the same.
Like, is it lower? Is it higher right now?
No, I don't think sellers have really gotten desperate yet.
No.
Yeah. So
And it's Probstein, so it's probably got a
But I mean-
premium on it.
But I mean, at this point, you'll find some deals on auction, just because not everybody's watching. But the mass deals are not here yet. It's gonna be.
That's why I say sell, because
So Paul, 86 PSA 6 sold on Probstein back in January for $1,575. So
That went up.
Yeah,
That was
so
1,800.
yeah. So it's still, you're really not going to find a deal on that.
so things are normal.
Things are still
For
normal,
now.
guys. I mean, the world. I don't even think half the country's really accepted that things are weird.
Yeah.
So I guess my question was then, all sports are on hold right now. So for sports cards, because that's kind of the emerging thing right now. What is the suggestion? Does it matter?
Here's what
There's
I
nothing
think.
changed.
I
There's
think
no games. There's nothing to change
There's
the
no
value
changes.
of
So
That makes people still.
if you have a hot prospect, you got to go with your gut on was it going to go up or down, and go from there.
Well, the other thing I said to the guys is it also depends what these guys do with their downtime in the off season, which takes effect, in my opinion. I don't know. Like, I'm ignorant to this stuff, so correct me if I'm wrong. But during the season, they still, got arrested, got in a fight, whatever. But now they have a lot more free time on their hands. So are you watching their free time? Are they being reported on as much now as they would have been during the season?
Here's what's happening right now in the immediate situation. Here's what's happening. Because the season didn't start, people are getting more anxious to see some of these prospects do well. And because the season didn't start, that anxious is causing these prospects to continue to rise. Whereas if the season would start, those prospects don't rise, not on a uniformed, every prospect right now is probably rising a little bit because people are anxious to get to, but when the season really starts, usually most of those prospects start to do this. But because the season's not happening and everybody wants it really bad, you can look at, I imagine that's why Luis Robert cards are still skyrocketing.
That's in baseball. Now, I mean, if you're talking basketball, I mean, basketball, they may cancel the season. So if there's no playoffs, a lot of those guys, the John Morants, even the Zions, they're going to, not probably right now, but maybe in a month, if they say we're not going to have the playoffs, it kind of stales everything out. And then maybe a month from now, because there is no basketball going on at all, you can probably pick them up at a slight discount.
So it's like comics. People have a very short memory.
They do.
I think that Zion is going to continue to go, and here's why. Because
Zion may be a bad example, but all the kind of those like secondary rookies, those other guys.
Well, at least Zion and Ja, those guys, if we don't play anymore for a while, those rookies are going to continue to go up because everybody was so worried about Zion. They were waiting for something to happen for him to get injured. And because that didn't happen,
that helps him out, actually.
The last thing that tastes in our mouth of Zion is just dominating more and more every night. So people are like, he's the real deal. So if he doesn't play until next season and nothing happens for a while, that card could still keep going up because the last thing in our mouth.
But in general, most of these sports, as soon as the season is over, it does take it takes the luster off of it slightly. I mean, what people were hoping with Zion is to see him play in the playoffs, and they, New Orleans was kind of they were like a number 8 seed, but they were wanting to see him actually play against the Lakers, and see how he does in the playoffs. So if that doesn't happen at all, then it just kind of gets put on the back burner. Everybody was going to start looking at football. Baseball will hopefully actually start at that point, and basketball kind of gets pushed in the back of the back of people's minds, at least for a few months.
Yeah, it's the downtime.
Yes. Now I'm not saying that come September. Well, I did hear that if they do cancel the season, they may change the entire schedule of the NBA to where it is not going to be October to June anymore. They may start the NBA season in December, and basically just change the entire schedule to where they don't have to compete against the NFL at all. Basically, go December to August is what.
That's a beautiful plan.
Yes, that is actually running through the NBA right now. So you could have if there's no more basketball for this season, we could have like 8 months of no NBA.
Because the NBA is the only thing that really competes with the NFL as far as just chatter and just, baseball's baseball, hockey's hockey, but basketball and football have become kind of the national talk.
Yeah.
I think they missed an opportunity, and correct me if I'm wrong if this is not possible. So, okay, March Madness got canceled. We'll just start there. Couldn't they have had like some sort of fantasy football, some sort of quantum smart computer, just put out numbers that were blind?
Nobody trusts that shit, Paul.
Huh?
Nobody trusts that shit.
But just something to give people something versus nothing.
What do you mean? You talking about like run a computer simulation on what would have happened?
Something for something.
I think it was on ESPN. They actually did that, and the national champion was Wisconsin.
Perfect. So do it. Mix it up.
That was this year probably was going to be a bizarre NCAA tournament. I was actually really looking forward to this tournament because I really thought that there was no dominant team, and it could have been a really bizarre team actually go and win it. But
so basketball, that's a good point. So basketball players have been playing each other in NBA 2K on Twitch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
race car drivers have been doing that.
See,
racing.
Do that then. NBA players on
they're showing marble racing on ESPN right now. Okay, all over again.
Do something for the fans.
Look, okay,
so money back. You're losing millions.
Well, I have heard, especially the NBA. The NBA is trying to be proactive. So I know that they have actually been. They've been trying to run through a whole bunch of things. They've got the money. There's only 12 players on a team. They've got limited staff. Some camera guys. They could play. They could test every player, and basically wipe down the stadium and have a clean environment. They could play with no fans. There's so few players. I really don't understand why golf has canceled because you touch no players. You don't
even need a crowd.
No,
they like it quiet anyway, right?
Just go out there and play golf. Give somebody something. I was watching today, because it was so boring. They were showing bowling, like the bowling, PBA championship or something. Well, they bowled with no fans. Okay, well, why not? It's a freaking ball. Nobody touches the ball except for you. It goes automatically, comes back to you.
The only sport we got going right now is the UFC.
Yeah,
and that's weird.
Solo Wookie. Good right here. Play each other PlayStation. Good, big Sony deal. Video game. Like I agree. Just give the patience. Give the audience something.
Australia is actually still playing soccer.
I just think it's silly that they shut it down to 0. I think that was a revenue mistake that they could have come up with something quick.
Boy, Paul's
scared to shut this down. This. It's closing on $1 billion for the final.
And that's great. So here I am. I'm LeBron James. I'm sponsored by PlayStation. I got my AT&T super fiber optic fast internet sponsored by AT&T. Thanks AT&T. Thanks Sony. Thanks PlayStation.
Well, the problem is the big stars aren't immune to it because Kevin Durant got the.
Yeah, but he has no symptoms.
But I know that, but
I mean, the league shut down. I mean, let's be honest. They shut down for liability purposes. They
Yeah.
did not want all of a sudden, 800 people in a stadium to get it, and 40 of those people die because that would.
It is all liability.
Yeah, it would be monumental. So that is the only reason that they shut down. They can say it's whatever for whatever safety, but it really came down to dollars.
For me being a wrestling fan, it was kind of crazy that a couple of weeks ago wrestling was still going to try to put on WrestleMania and have a crowd there. Like, that's a lot of people in the stadium to fill up for the biggest event in wrestling history, theoretically, every year. I mean, it's like, 100,000 people? It's like, you can't throw an event like that. I mean, it's going to be a weird WrestleMania, but you got to throw it. It's April. I mean,
my family sent me a picture. Is a year ago, like Wednesday, we were at SmackDown.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, man, now it's a whole new world. We aren't even fucking anywhere.
I mean, I watched Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's out there hitting a promo in Florida, of all places, with no crowd. It was just the weirdest thing. Like, and he's talking like if the crowd was there. It's I don't know. It's gonna be.
But as far as to go back all the way back to Paul's question, I don't think that this. Yes, it's going to be probably a 2-month delay on not only sports but comics, but pretty much any type of collectibles. But my thought pattern is in 2 months when we can actually go out and start buying things again. And if every single family is getting all this cash, and they're banks are going to have to delay house payments, car payments, and all this stuff, to where basically people as a worldwide society, everybody's in the same boat. So everybody's just going to kind of take 2 months and just say, we're moving everything 2 months this direction. When we actually can walk out of the house and be comfortable, we're going to spend like we've never spent before. I think people are going to be like, I don't care what it is. I'm spending cash. And you almost have to be ready for that, because our cabin fever. I mean, we've been home for a week and a half, and it's like,
well, I just think it's how does the government handle it? How does the economy handle it? How is there flow? Because if there's going to be some people that if there is not a bailout, there's going to be 10 to 20% of the population that's fucked really bad.
Well, the unemployment is already at like 30%. So, I mean, it went from 4% to 30% in a week. I mean, it's insane. I mean, and I'm one of them. So, but I know my family, and I know, yes, right now we have, the unemployment, Ohio's taking care of it, all that stuff. So I really believe that because this was so sudden, and it's so different than anything we could possibly imagine, but we all know that it's going to end at some point.
Yeah.
No, it's just interesting because people have not uniformly accepted it either.
Oh, of course.
There's 50% of the population still living like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, beaches.
Ohio has 400 cases. And so when in my whole county has like 12. So when I drive outside, I'm looking around, the grass is turning green. I'm like, this is like a spring day. This is not affecting me physically in any way. I don't know one person that has it. I don't know one person in like 7 degrees of separation. I don't know. I mean, there's like no people that I have any. Now, New York City might be totally different because that's where everybody's getting, hammered. But outside of New York and, Washington State and California, most of us don't even see what's going on.
I don't get a soapbox. I'm in healthcare and I fucking deal with this every day, and I don't like talking about it. But the thing that fucking sticks out to me is Montana has 32 cases and they're in 32 fucking different spots. Like, the issue is we didn't do anything 2 months ago, so it's everywhere. Accept it. It's not like it's in pockets. The only reason New York is because they live on top of each other, and East Coasters have this feeling they don't fucking give a shit.
I was going to ask, comic-wise, with the shutdown thing, jumping out or kind of springboarding off of the sports of do something, if comics were to do something, what would you have it be? Like, would it be something of purchase digital and we'll send you the physical copies later?